Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Looking to pass, it's Vandergrift. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? A long way to go for this offense. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Afterburner's coming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking for a gap. It's Maffa. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to pass. It's Vandergriff. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Offense in a split backfield. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. He will finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wildcats have it with a first and goal. Using the quick game. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third and goal coming up here. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. They're working that left side. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback checking the play. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Vandergrift. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Lets it fly. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab on the left. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clemson is quick to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Finds his big tight end. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
He's looking to throw it right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Makes the grab. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Kentucky going quickly. The aerial assault continues. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
touchdown, Kentucky! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
First down for this offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They'll try the run. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job on the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Vandergrift. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
He's looking for a man on second down. This one's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. To the air, it's Vandergriff. He's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that. The Wildcat is in the hurry up. On second down, he'll fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to the air one more time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Vandergriff. Makes the grab down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. The snap sets up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Kentucky.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He caught it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They want to get this defense on its heels.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
Number 0 with the carry.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And back to the air on second down. This time on target. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw on third and short. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. That's why they call them the hands team. There's a live football. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Maffa. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
To throw, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Caught near the sticks. It's Grinding Stool. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The offense with a big opportunity.
They're going back to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Clemson is quick to the line.
Second down coming up.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. No huddle offense to the line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Running it back, it's Brown.
Return brings it out to the 40. And your Clemson Tigers will take over.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. This
open runway ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around. It's a fumble. Oh, it's loose. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
The Tigers will hustle to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Caught. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Unit up for a 1st down.
He's going to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. To the air, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and execute. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And he's going to lose yardage on the play.
But let this be a good lesson to all young running backs out there. You just have to know when the play is over. This isn't high school football anymore. You're not going to be able to make every single guy miss, spin out of every tackle, reverse the field, and go score a touchdown. That doesn't happen at this level. Just get what you can get down, and play the next play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll knock him down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.